I think I've been very privileged. Growing up, I never lived in fear of anything. It really took that day that I wrote about with my mom when she got pulled over, and I just saw a very different version of my mom who was just terrified, and she's never been terrified of anything. And then remembering and having her, kind of reopen that trauma of being arrested when she was trying to leave Cuba at 8 years old, with the rest of my family, and being separated from her family. And again, even learning in that, just the sacrifices that other people have made for me to be here and to feel the way that I do and feel safe, excuse me, makes me, doesn't make me uncomfortable, but pushes me to feel uncomfortable, because I don't want to feel like I can benefit from Black culture, because I do. I can't, you know, be there for my friends who suffer from this kind of treatment, and live in this fear every single day, and then be like, oh well, you know what I mean, and not try and remind myself that this is happening every single day. It might not be happening to me, but that doesn't mean it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that it shouldn't matter to you.
Right.
um I think again, it's just about being a good person and realizing that, like, we're not free until we're all free.
That's
We're
right.
like, this, it might be today that we're going after this group of people, but tomorrow will be this group of people, and then the next it will be you. And if that's how you have to look at it to care about the people before you, I mean, that's its own issues. But like, it drives me, because as much as I love being an artist, I love being an artist because I care about people, I care about stories, I care about emotion. And I just don't care about a people that just look like me. I think
Right.
it's
And you know what's funny? The funny thing is, because I would always say they're coming for you next, but the truth is they're coming for us all right now.
right.
That they just have, it's just it's just broken up into different places where, well, they have the Mexican or the Central American babies in the cages. They have, people in prison are predominantly Black and brown. The school to prison pipeline, and then you look at the military, because I go entertain the troops. Majority of those people are, young and Black and brown, right? And they go over and they serve, and then they come back and they get pulled over and beat up by the cops. So when we have these conversations, it's like we have to have a holistic look at this, because you have specific experiences, because your mother comes from Cuba, and the story that you wrote was about her, about mental health, but it was also about the fear of police, and because that's a universal issue.